Shalom everybody and welcome to Rega Bivrit. We're nearly completing this Torah cycle this week as we are in Parashat Vayeilech, starting in chapter 31. I have dedicated this shiur Torah, this brief Rega Bivrit, to the path, to the journey that each and every one of you is to taking from this day on until your last days. Listen to the word of the Torah at the beginning of the portion. Vayeilech Moshe וידבר את הדברים האלה אל כל ישראל. It's interesting that the Torah started with the word Vayeilech Moshe. Why would the Torah use the word Vayeilech to describe Moshe last days? The word Yelech comes from the Hebrew word halacha, lalechet, to be able to take an action. You see, in the Torah, the word Vayeilech, for example, in Genesis chapter 12, Lech Lecha, the words that God has spoken to Abraham, is the same word that Moshe is using in the last day. And he says, ויאמר אליהם בן 120 שנה אנוכי היום לא אוכל עוד לצאת ולבוא. This is an interesting language. Moses is saying, I am 120 years old, but I want you to notice that the language that he used, he said, I can no longer לצאת ולבוא. Let us understand what Moshe is saying. The word לצאת ולבוא represent the race. Latzet is like when you are standing on the starting line and you are on your mark, get set, go. Latzet means to run out in power. And lavo means is to complete the race. Moses says, I cannot sprint anymore and I cannot cross the finish line any further. Yet, the Torah starts with the word Vayeilech Moshe. Wait a second. If Moses says, I cannot sprint and I cannot finish the crossing line, why would the Torah uses the word Vayeilech? What can we learn from that? You see, brothers and sisters, even if the circumstances of our life stopping us from sprinting out or finishing the crossing line, you can still walk the walk until your final breath. And this is something amazing, because you have Vayetze, you have Vayeilech, you have Vayetze, and you have here the word Velavo. Yetze lavo is the starting and the end, but in between is the word Vayeilech. And although Moses physically, maybe even emotionally, maybe even mentally cannot continue this journey any longer, until the last moment of his life, he continued to walk the walk. What is the lesson of the entire Torah for us? Even if you cannot finish the race, even if you cannot run it as you ran before, it does not mean that God does not have use for you. God always have a use for you. If you're just willing to walk the walk that He has for you in any situation. And here the halacha of Moshe, his halacha that he wanted to show them something and give them like an object lesson, because he's telling them God is going to walk before you. Listen to this. He says, Adonai u'over lefanecha. God is going to walk before you and He's going to destroy all your enemy. What a word for us today. I must be weary. I must be tired. I must be old. I must be with a physical defect. But Moshe says, Adonai over lefanecha. The Lord is going to walk with you. Brothers and sisters, as we concluding this Torah cycle, remember, Adonai is going to walk before you. Even if you cannot run like a cannon or finish the crossing line, every step that you will make, Adonai will walk before you. This is, friends, our Rega Bivrit.